Hi everybody, my name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food on both YouTube and Facebook, but you know that because you're listening to me. Well, how are you today? So, today I decided, somebody commented on the day that I switched from Weight Watchers to low carb, high fat. And it wasn't a big parade. I just kind of did it. It was my birthday, so I was kind of glad because then I'd have, I'd remember the date, because when you get to be my age, remembering dates sometimes is not a luxury anymore. And so I decided to do it on my birthday, which was the end of August. So on that day, I gave up wheat and sugar, and I was still having some gluten-free goodies through September. And then after reading Total Health by William Davis, it all went, all the grains. But anyway, so the name of the video was "Don't Accept Mediocrity," and so here we are, and it's probably February, March, April, May. Oh, it's like 9 months later. And I thought I could do another Don't Accept Mediocrity video because I think it's important to not put yourself last and gyp yourself out of things that are quality for your life. And we're not talking big deals. We're not talking, Cadillac Escalades. What we're talking about is going from, standard veggies to maybe upgrading to organic if it's part of the Dirty Dozen, or some organic berries, or a higher quality of peanut butter or any nut butter, almond butter or cashew butter, going from maybe peanut butter. Peanuts are a legume. They are not a nut, but I do have organic peanut butter. And I like Teddy's as well as the BJ's brand of organic peanut butter, along with my almond butter, my cashew butter, and things like that. And so upgrading to those niceties is really treating your temple and yourself, just having nicer things. I know that with cheeses, sometimes I get, I certainly look for the organic raw cheeses because they have all of the probiotics still in them. Because once it's been pasteurized and heated, you lose a lot of the value of the nutrition that you could have had originally. Switching to pasture-raised organic eggs. Are they more expensive? I buy Nellie's for cooking. And when I cook something like a quiche or the creme brulees or something like that, and then I buy the either Pete and Jerry's or one of Whole Foods pasture-raised cartons, and sometimes they're $6, but they do make a difference. If you've ever seen the difference in the yolk color, it's absolutely amazing. So, don't accept mediocrity. Because you deserve upgrading little things in your life, switching from plastic to glass. I made that switch. I love my little glass containers, and they give a little elegance to my, dining. I mean, I might only be having 4 ounces of organic cottage cheese like I am this morning, but it's in a cute little glass jar, and I have a napkin and a little small spoon, and to me, it's a meal. Not just something I'm shoving in and not paying any attention to. And so I do these things because it makes me feel a little bit better, going from paper napkins to cloth. And going from paper plates, please don't tell me you use paper plates. I see them. When people spend all this time putting together a meal and then they throw it on a paper plate, it makes me crazy. You don't want to make me crazy. Don't make me crazy. I guess maybe that's your choice to eat on a paper plate. But to me, that would be part of the mediocrity. I would want to have a cute little plate. What's it take to wash it? I don't even have a dishwasher. So you're talking to somebody that's, mostly washed every single plate, although Greg does the dinner dishes. So don't accept mediocrity in your life. If you're doing something that isn't, as nice as you would wish it to be, even with your clothing as you're losing weight, have one nice thing that will go from a size, 18 to a size 12 and not look like it's hanging off of you. Maybe a top, maybe a nice scarf or something that ties in the stuff. I understand with pants because nobody wants to wear size 18 pants if they're now a size 12. But sometimes with the tops, you can, um, you know, so it's what's important to you, but really honoring what's important to you. What else is important to me? Oh, I like my gel pens and things like that, It was funny, I've got a perfectly good laptop. I bought it probably a year and a half ago, and I had to get a new phone because my phone broke. And the guy is just pushing laptops on me, and I'm like, I don't want a new laptop. Well, how about a tablet? I don't need a new tablet. I have a perfectly fine tablet. Well, what if you travel? Wouldn't you want to have, an upgraded tablet for, I don't know, maybe check-in tickets or something? I said, I don't travel. And he goes, you don't travel? No, I don't want to travel. I don't like to travel, and I'm not traveling. I have my obligation here. You imagine me packing with my bulletproof coffee? What a pain in the ass I'd be. God. Not to mention this video, what am I going to do? No, I'm not going to be traveling. I don't like to travel. I like all my creature comforts at home. And I wouldn't want to have to go to a coffee place and order a regular coffee. My goodness, I'd have to go to certain places where I could find my bulletproof coffee, right? So don't accept mediocrity in your life, and you probably know what that is if you are accepting it. Treat yourself like the woman or man that you are. Honor yourself. Buy great ingredients. I am telling you, it doesn't, after you get set, you give up all the garbage and you get set up with your coconut butter and your almond butter and your, maybe it's Zyla, your Kerrygold, and you find the best price for Kerrygold and you buy it in bulk, things like that. Once you get kind of set up, it's not as expensive as some people think. I am not buying $20 a pound meat. I eat a lot less meat than I ate when I was on Weight Watchers. It's a compliment, as Dr. Hyman would say. Meat is the new ketchup. I have a sampling of meat with my vegetables. And then where I get my fats is from Kerrygold butter, olive oil, coconut oil, avocado, things like that. And so probably even the feta cheese, the coconut milk in my latte. That's where I'm getting my high fat, so the low carb, high fat. So as you journey down your path to whatever is working for you, and I honor all, if it's working for you, who am I to not honor it, right? So just treat yourself good. Buy little something that shows that you care about yourself, like an organic thing of berries. It's yummy. And then enjoy it just plain. Don't throw it in a blender with, some sort of smoothie. Eat it like it is. Plus, you lose the fiber when you put it in a blender because your stomach's not doing the job that the blender did. So, and then if you're in Weight Watchers, you have to count the points because you're blending it, right? So anyway, don't accept mediocrity. It's 9 months later. I did a second one. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your day. Find quality in everything that you do because you're worth it. Thanks so much for watching. Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food. Bye-bye for now.